Hello, Microsoft. We are the Ravenous Ravenous Rhinos of Houston, and we're the runners-up of the Big Idea Pitch Challenge. And today we'll be showing you our game, Lucid. I'm Brian Holtkamp. I'm the team lead and programmer from University of Houston.
I'm Stephen Theck, the lead artist and programmer.
And two members who aren't with us today is Stephen Pate, our level designer and story writer from UH, and Mario Acero, who's our sound engineer from San Jacinto College. And we'll start off by showing you the game.
So Lucid is a story of an artist who becomes obsessed with his artwork, so much so that he begins having dreams about his artwork. Once his dreams become distorted and twisted, they turn into nightmares, which is our main mechanic you will see later on in the demo. We have standard platforming techniques, as you can see Brian climbing up a giant tree we have in our forest theme level. These branches have brambles on them, which do not harm him now, but once the nightmare passes over, they will turn purple and will cause damage to him. He just received a checkpoint. The checkpoint will allow him to return back to that location if he happens to die later on in this demo. We have multiple animals. You can see wolves. They will not cause harm to him in the dream state, but once the nightmare passes over, they will start chasing after him. Brian just picked up a blue paint tube. That's one of our other main mechanics. It allows the artist to be able to paint platforms underneath him in order to get away from animals and also to reach areas of level that he may not normally be able to reach. He's going back into the main tree now to show the light gate, which is the exit of the level, symbolizes the artist beginning to wake up from his dream. He collects painting pieces that act as keys in order to get to the light gate, and on this pedestal there is one key missing, meaning he cannot complete the level and get to the light gate.
Okay. Well, that sort of shows a taste of what this has got in store. And so first off, we went through and we profiled what our target audience is. So we were looking at traditional gamers in their 20s to 30s, male, female, who grew up in the heyday of platformers with like Super Mario and things like that. We want to make a game that's a strong single-player experience and also is a moderate challenge that can be refreshing to new gamers. And so we went through and we profiled on some play styles. We're looking for the more casual player to play just a couple levels a week in their spare time, but also for gamers who are more hardcore, play the game from beginning to end, and also for the speedrunners and the competitive types, they can go through and compete to just have the fastest clear times with their friends. And so to get our games in the most hands, we picked the most popular platforms, Xbox One and Windows, to put Lucid on. And then we went through and looked at titles who have mechanics similar to Lucid. Super Meat Boy is a game that's known for being just hard as nails and just a platforming experience. They sold 2.4 million units. Limbo sold 1.8 million units, and it's a game that's more aesthetically focused and has dynamic lighting and is meant around that sort of aesthetic. Brave, a game that's about manipulating time in your environment, 1.1 million units. And Fez, a game that's about twisting around the world and have different paths to the end, 1.3 million units. We're looking at making Lucid one of the successes that add onto this list. And so we went through and we started some gameplay trials. In December, we did a demo with local Houston game developers and also our local UH game dev class. And we got positive feedback and good reviews. Because everybody liked the game, they wanted just more content, just wanted to see more out of us. In early January, we went through and we cleaned up the game, made it a little bit better, and showed it to more of our target audience. Once again, big thumbs up. And then going into late January, we did a public one with more of our target audience. And once again, just more people loved it. They just wanted to see more of our game. So right now, we have scheduled in more gameplay trials with Houston Unity and also the Houston Independent Game Developers Association, more user groups in the area just to get more feedback.
As far as monetization, we will be releasing the forest theme to all users to access all the paintings. It will be a single purchase. We will also have future DLC content, including more paintings and more paint mechanics. And finally, at the end of the lifespan, we will release the complete works, which will be all of the paintings available, as well as some user-created content.
So looking at a roadmap, right now we're at the end of a rebuild where we're going there and using Unity physics to go there and make paint that's slippery and paint that's bouncy and things like that. And also we're going through and rebuilding our level editor so that we can go through and just produce content quicker. In mid-March, we want to go through and have an Imagine Cut build that will have about 30 minutes of gameplay, cover all of our forest painting, which is the level sets that we have, and just go out and pretty much be our demo. As we move on in summer, we want to just churn out more content. We have the level editor cleaned up. We want to go through and add in more paints, add in more levels, and also start the Steam greenlight process so we can show gamers what we're building and just get more press out there. In fall, we're going to go through and just work on getting more paintings done and start an advertising campaign to go through and use Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and Google ads to just get more people noticing Lucid. And in November, we're going to go through and actually release the game and go through and get it in people's hands for winter and all those types of sales. In 2017, we're going to go through and package up a level editor and throw it out to the world so that people can create levels with their own ideas, and also start making DLC every 2 months. In 2017, we're going to create the curated collection, which is the creme de la creme of all the levels created by the community, and show them on the front page of the game so that people have more content to play, and people who build content are more incentivized to produce levels. At the end of 2018, we're going to look at slowing down DLC production, look at moonlighting Lucid, and produce the complete works.
As far as technologies used, we use Windows 10 PCs to build Lucid. We use the Unity game engine and Microsoft Visual Studio 2015 for all of our scripting. We also use GitHub as our repository for sharing all of our files.
And well, thank you again, Microsoft, for this opportunity for us to explore entrepreneurship and game development, something we really haven't ever gotten to do before. And if you want to see more, we're on Facebook at RRR Games. And thank you again for this opportunity.